Hi everyone. I thought I might want to make another video again to show you guys what I'm doing to this box here. This box is only about 5 feet and maybe 18 to 20 inch wide, about 12 inch in depth. All this here are the mixed lettuce, if you recall from my other videos. But today I want to look at something really quick, and I want to show you guys why is it really important to amend the soil if you're going to grow them in container. As I said before, I don't like the peat moss based soil that you find in the store when they sell you, for container, because that's all it contains really, is peat moss and then some chemical fertilizer, and it won't last that long at all. Eventually you have to add a lot of chemical fertilizer to keep the plant going. But here in this container, I've been growing this for over 6-8 months now of lettuce, maybe longer, and of course the soil will be depleted with nutrients, so I continue to add compost. Even though I do add a lot of compost, the compost will eventually take up by the plant, right? It become nutrients for the plant, and eventually they will be gone as well, and you have to continue to add the compost, and that's just the way it is. But here, when I dug up some of the roots of the plant, as you can see, a lot of those white little dots, those are perlite. Those are excellent to put into your potting mix, because they produce pockets of air, and also they loosen up the soil at the same time. Now, where I live, the soil is very clayish, so I took some of the clay, I took some of the garden soil, and I add to the mix. I add to the container box, because I really like the natural soils, because it contains a lot of microorganisms. Like say, with the soilless soil you buy in the store, they don't have those. They just have chemical fertilizer and a lot of peat moss, perlite, and they'll soil. I call it soilless soil. It's kind of contradicting, huh? But once you do that, once you add garden soil into your potting mix, now I only do it when it's outdoor garden. Okay, I don't do it in the home in-house plants. Usually I don't put soil. So as you can see here, even though I do a lot of amendments, the soil still get compacted, because after the rain, after so many time of watering and stuff, the soil is still compacted. And so this time I will re-amend it again. I'll add a lot of compost and a lot of warm casting. That's one of my favorite amendments. And maybe I'll add some gypsum for calcium, for mineral stuff. So the container is one exception that I do tilt the soil. I do tilt it back somewhat, because I do need it to be fluffy when I plant in a container. And container tend to dry it out often, because that's what it is. It's a container. It's not deep enough for the soil to retain its moisture. But I will add a lot of, like say, amendments to the mix: perlites, warm casting, compost, and I also put a lot of mulch, compost mulch on top of it to keep the soil very moist for the summer. And this spot here that I grow this lettuce is really hot. I can see here, this direction here is south. That direction right there, it's west. And by midday, or even by right now, another hour, this spot here will be scorching hot. So that's why all this lettuce here are bolting. You can see here, no way, you cannot eat this no more. This is really hard and real bitter to eat. So I must well pull them out and redo the soil. Okay, so let me go back to redo this. Again, the soil has some clay in it, and clay tend to be hard when it's dry and tend to be muddy when it's wet. So they need a lot of amendments. Okay, well, thank you for watching, and please subscribe to my channel and post a comment if you like, and we'll see you again.